camp stove enchiladas. Camping enchiladas. You can make over a cook stove while you're camping. First we're going to start with browning some ground beef. You can make this recipe while camping. You can make this recipe at home. Basically it's just done right on top of a cook stove or a stove. So we'll go ahead and just ground the brown beef. Brown the ground.
Ground geef.
We're gonna brown the ground beef. What? We're gonna brown this right here, this stuff. Yeah. And I'll get it started and then we'll go ahead and check back in a few minutes to see if it's cooked enough. Probably just cooked here. This might be more onion than we need. I would say a half of an onion. That's a little better. Okay. Let's go ahead and stir the brown geef. The ground beef. I could have saved some time by just preparing this at home in advance. Cooking the ground beef in advance is probably a good idea if you're going camping. It's almost brown. Let's go ahead and dump in the onions. Do we need? There we go. Stir this up a bit. There we go. Peppers. Now these were chopped at home, which was smart. Camping enchiladas. You can make over a cook stove while you're camping. You can also make this in a Dutch oven. If you have a Dutch oven and you want to do it over a campfire, then just, brown the ground beef and put the onions and peppers in it. And then you would just assemble the tortillas. We're going to actually roll tortillas tonight, but you can make it more like a casserole if you'd like and tear the tortillas up or just layer them. That works well. We decided we needed a little bit of seasoning in the enchilada meat, so we added a half of a package of taco seasoning to give it some flavor. It will have some enchilada sauce on it, so it'll be pretty flavorful. I put on my apron. It says, "Camp more, worry less." And the funny thing is, I don't wear an apron at home when I'm cooking, but when I go camping, yes, I wear an apron. I find that kind of humorous. So what we'll do, the next step is we're going to move this off of the burner. This is the Dutch oven that I'll make the enchiladas in. It has a lid. This is the lid. So we're going to put the enchiladas in here, and then we're going to warm up the tortillas with each one, and then we're going to put the lid on it and we'll just cook it and warm it up so the cheese is melting. We have some green chilies that we're going to put into the meat as well, which we moved it off the burner because the pan that we're going to use okay, so we'll just let that rest. This is the Dutch oven that we're going to use, a Dutch oven skillet that we're going to use for our enchiladas. I'm going to pour 1/4 of this can into here so the tortillas will not stick. I am going to warm up these tortillas. I need to turn on the burner. Where is the light? Come on over here. There we go. So we just need that very low. Okay. And we will be assembling. Oh, this is still sizzling. So I will be assembling the enchiladas. I'm just warming this tortilla up so that it's soft. I'm going to start with a little bit of cheese, or a lot of cheese, because we love cheese. I will put, I've got a spoon somewhere here, I believe. There it is, a slatted spoon. Put some of the meat mixture. And we like olives, little, bits of olives in our enchiladas sometimes, so we'll put some olives in it. So that's delicious. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more cheese on top. Rolling it up. Let's roll that up pretty tightly and set it in the pan. Now, is this still on low? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Now, these tortillas might be on the large side for this pan. There we go. Let's do another one. Some cheese. Meat. And you can add black beans to the meat mixture if you like black beans. That's actually delicious. Or refried beans. So yes, if you wanted to make this a vegetarian dish, you could just use beans. If you didn't have any ground beef with you, or shredded beef would be good too. Let's go ahead and roll this one up as tight as we can get it. And actually some of this came out. Just push it in here. Push it aside. Tuck those under. Next, on to the next. Some of this I'm going to gather up, put on the tortilla. Cheese. Meat. You can get stuck in a rut when you go camping and, burgers, hot dogs, steak, same thing, grilled chicken. Sometimes it's fun to do something a little different. Okay, we're just going to do one more tortilla here. If I had a bigger pan, I could make this a bigger meal.
Didn't put cheese down.
I forgot to put cheese. Okay, this one's
you gotta have cheese.
Extra cheese on top then. A little bit more olives. And of course we'll put cheese on top of it as well. And let's go ahead and try to roll this one tighter. Tuck these ends underneath if I can. Get it to stay. Alright, now let's dump a little bit of this enchilada sauce. I could have used a smaller can of enchilada sauce. I brought 2 cans and I chose the larger size. I think the smaller size would have been fine. There's just 2 of us this time, so this is going to be plenty. What I'm going to do...
Leftovers are always good.
Yep. What I think I'll do is go ahead and put this lid on. I'm going to clean... let's get a little bit of this cheese out of here. And I'm just going to put the lid on. Oh, we can turn that burner off. And we'll just go ahead and turn this to low. And we'll check back with this in about 5 minutes and see how it's doing. Okay, it looks like it's done. It's bubbling, cheese is melted, so I think we're ready to serve it up. Camp stove enchiladas. Looks nice and melty. And you can do this over a campfire you know, you don't, in a Dutch oven, in a real Dutch oven instead of a skillet. And the other thing you could do is, if it's just not melting, if you have a barbecue, you can stick it in the barbecue. And you can put foil over this if you didn't have a lid. So you could use a regular skillet. You don't have to use an iron skillet. Now the moment of truth is it burnt on the bottom? Let's see. That'll be, nope, it's not. It's nice and melty. This looks delicious. I think we'll put some sour cream. A little bit of sour cream on top. There we go. That looks great. Okay, let me serve up the other one. And we'll eat. Would you like a bigger piece or?
Please.
Okay. Get a little bit more out for you. I'm glad you like olives in your enchiladas. I do. I like olives in my enchiladas. You can make chicken enchiladas this way as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would cook the chicken at home probably, though. Have it all cooked and shredded. And I would probably do a white green sauce instead of the red sauce, but some people like red sauce on their chicken enchiladas.